I mean, I wonder if there's anything else that you kind of want to help hit the egg, but I guess that doesn't matter too much. You do have Viper, and if
Fox that Cinder Brew, which is pretty crazy that it just allows it to do that ignite damage. Plus, it gets buffed up because it's a magic amplifier, that poison attack. So they're making their move bottom. Ilias, you see that already building in. Look how slow he is. He's doing so much damage.
This is the problem when you try and get aggressive. When there's a Viper in the lane, he'll just turn, and you're never going to win the trade on these early levels. The Viper's always going to come out on top.
Dude, you actually take so much. You get slowed so much, and you take.
Yes, really nasty.
And maybe they even put. I see what we saw, the 1-4-1 build from the Cinder, from the Brewmaster from by 33 before. Could be a possibility again here with this Viper. You just keep procking it off every time.
There we go. I'm gonna try and get aggressive again. Mangoes are going to be popped. They're bringing FNG a little low, but as soon as the sun ends, now he's going to start to turn. And now this is where it's crystallized. You're like, am I really going to be able to do this? He will. He will get in this time. Big kill there for Crystallize. As he is able to put a stop to the Viper's reign for now down on this bottom lane.
Oh, guys, get clapped.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Magic missile from Ilias says, whoa, Crystallize, take a step back. Oh, here comes the dragon. Whatever it is.
How's mid looking? Both constantly trying to pressure each other quite a bit. The last hits are fairly even. GPK a little bit ahead. He's got the bottle now picked up. You have to prioritize getting the room. And Magical.
It's a race. A Magical.
He'll be okay. He has to get that rune, otherwise it's big problems for him. Because he saw that GPK has the bottle. He does not have one. That's a full reset for that puck. Mid. Still pressured. A little scary there.
How's Crystallize doing on the regen? He's got a south top lane. This time around, the two of them will be able to take. But good news there for Gambit. You can see it. Well, 5 minutes in, 2k lead for Gambit. Let's see out on top of the lanes.
Let's see if anyone does look to make a rotation. I see GPK has hit level 6 now in the mid lane.
Oh, can they get this? Ilias is trying to turn, but FNG brings him down with him. That's the Viper way. It doesn't matter if you die as long as you bring down someone with you, especially if you get them first. Yep. So otherwise, P for FNG, he's smiling all the way back to the base.
Is he gonna go anywhere else? Maybe to the mid lane to fill the... It won't work.
Oh, no. Easy regen rune there for GPK, and well, needed one as well, but for all the mana.
Ooh,
he's going to look towards top, maybe see if he can turn around this play. Zayat's poking around with excess Vampire, but now there's the trap with the shards. Zayat's is stuck. He'll pop down a field, but there's no escape as GPK is able to quickly jump in, get the pickoff. Down bottom, aggression onto Crystallize. Ilias keeps Crystallize safe. But again, this constant pressure onto the Bloodseeker, making this lane very hard for him to play. Top lane, Pasha actually able to get in on his own and take down excess Vampire straight underneath the node.
1.3 mana regen, but you know, it's a lot for your carries.
He's happy. He's certainly happy with that find. Definitely one of the more favorable ones to grab. Ocean's Heart, of course, nice little bit of stats. No one really in a position where they're going to be playing in the river that much. Third bottom lane, Ilias steps forward a little too far.
This combo is insane.
It's strong.
This Brewmaster finished. It's 8 minutes in.
Man, you can sort of see as well, Navi, I don't think they want to send anyone down to that bottom lane now.
No, definitely not.
That lane's sort of a no-go zone. Gambit are taking control of that. And obviously, all very, very important for the Dire side to get that early control on the outpost.
GPK, they will be able to get it. The snowball commit forward is a bit over-aggressive here by Vampire.
Should pay for this. Apache steps forward. He's going to pop the egg. They're going to try and kill it. And a level 1 egg, that'll be no trouble for them at all. GPK is able to jump out as well.
And this Brewmaster, you don't want to go anywhere near him, like you mentioned. Anyone who comes down is probably going to die to him as Zayas. The Shockwave blocks the Cinder Brew.
He doesn't have a TP. It's on cooldown for 40 seconds. This should be a kill for Gambit.
He's trying to hide. Oh.
Well, they've found him.
Hello.
FNG is going to come in to join in with the fun. As we said, you do not want to come down here if you're Navi.
No, and this coil caught on too, but Magical is here.
So if they can turn this, they're not going to lose Ilias. Excess Vampire a bit deep, tries to push him back with the shards, but Crystallize is here to help finish off the kill and trade. 1 for 1 with the supports falling. Shashlo in with the rotation, tries to get on top of Pasha. Won't quite be able to make it. Turn his attention over towards the Magnus. Unable to get the promo split off though with the Bloodbright silence in place.
They're forcing them away from the outpost though. They got the bottom one already as well. They're really trying to make sure that they deny Navi either one of these outposts. Yeah, they're going to get it. Pasha
tries for a dive-in play. If FNG can get a few poison attacks off, he's going to get the one. Orbs in, won't quite reach Pasha. Pasha will be able to back off. But Gambit continuing like it's going to be a very hard game for Crystallize to get involved.
Yeah.
As being held that far behind at the start as a Bloodseeker. This very, very potent lane from Gambit, the Viper. comboing with the Brewmaster has shut down his early game. Mid lane, Dream. It's going to be set upon, and will land the stun into the silence. Supernova pop, Dream's trying to walk away.
Thunder.
They're dragging back. Just get the Sunder. Tries for the TP, knows he cannot do so because the Supernova stun will hit him. He's still able to walk off. Dream's still alive, but finally falls. Pasha will be able to burn him down, finish up the job. Back in the river. Magical. He's got the RPO too. The Blood Right follow-up. It's going to be dodged. The snowball's there just in time. FNG and Excess Vampire turn with the power of Shashlo. The swap out will be there in an attempt to save Magical, but Shashlo's on top of him with the primal split as Magical goes down 2 for 2 between Gambit. Maybe FNG goes down as well. The illusion beating down upon him and pop the stick charges, but Crystallize will finish him off. As Navi, they'll come out on top of this trade for now. Crystallize still has
go for the fight. So what happened to GPK? Because he got the blink dagger. I saw him TPing in, and then did he like blink into a?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
He blinked. Okay, he jumped into the static storm and got stun followed.
I mean, that was a misplay.
Yeah,
right
that was
there.
a bit of a misplay. I was wondering what caught him because they saw where the courier went with the ulti orb. They had to.
Are they going to be able to do anything with that information? Because Dreamer has backup.
And they're all
Gambit's on the high ground. They're going to be able to jump in. They're already going to start things straight onto the disruptor, make sure there's no static storm threat. Zayats is gone. Navi still trying to go for a bit of a fight here as Magical skewers forward. They are going to. He's going to hold on to the RP for now. Unable to quite trap GPK. GPK
he's
dancing around. There'll be a buyback from Zayats. They know that they need this static storm. They need the combo.
My God,
but you see there, Magical does not get off a single spell. The silence, the blood rights down. They do burst out Dream in response, but it's 2 dead on Navi. As I say, Zai is having to use a buyback there as well to get that static storm out. Sure, the Terrorblade is dead, but still another fight where Navi are struggling to come out on top. Gambit still hold the lead. See, they do have the team fight, but you have sort of like the team fight combo breaker in Shashlo. You know, you can use the primal split, get him, really hold back Navi whilst they go for an attempt on the outpost. The fight will be silence. Static Storm is out, but he's already popped the primal split, so Shashlo is happy to fight. Snowball across, the swap from Ilias will use to try and get Crystallized out of it. Then pops a Supernova. Zayats will fall. Gambit just get themselves away from the end of the swap back. Ilias goes for GPK, but he already had the orb out. Was able to jaunt away to safety. Phase shift and a blink. GPK's out of the blood right. He'll escape. Tusk will be left behind. Shashlo still trying to fight. He's going to get RP, but the backups now in from FNG. Drops down the poison. Starts to bite away here at the Magus. He gets ripped apart. Navi had to get out of here. Ilias is going to be unable to do so as the TP is cancelled. He's beat down by the Brew as Gambit take the team fight and are able to take that outpost before the 20-minute mark. That's going to be another time a map.
But I don't know about taking a full 5 fight on right now. I think they need to get Crystallized's BKB, get a pick off, and then try to get like those five-man fights.
You get GPK, at least with the setup. Gonna be able to dodge the silence, but the static storm is there to follow up. GPK caught out, pushing out a little too much. A very, very execution-oriented lineup. You know, it's this spell after this spell. You don't want to stack them. You want to make sure that they follow on from each other perfectly.
Oh, nice ice shards to push him out of the kinetic field there. Puts him outside as Shivas.
They're going to dive in and try and start things off. Will manage to pick up the top of the backline. The Supernova's down. Can Gambit get over? BKB's popped by Dream. They'll turn towards the egg. The egg is going to go on though. Pasha, he gets the ult with Magical moving in. They're taking Dream out of the fight. There's no Terrorblade, so now Navi, they can start to move on for more. Shashlo's gone as well. There's been a buyback from Excess Vampire, but Gambit, without 2 of their cores, they cannot fight this.
Second-guessed himself to go for those hits, and they didn't have anybody else hitting it with him, really. It was just, I don't know, I think I saw one other person hit it once, maybe, but here we go again.
See another attempt.
On cooldown.
Crystallize. Gonna move in there with the BKB. Oh, whoa, with the cleave and everything. Oh, they're all just dying. Dream is gonna be able to get back up at full. Turns towards Magical. Magical tries to skill away. He's not gonna make it. Crystallize. He's attempting to stand his ground and beat down on Dream. Swap back. Magic missile. They got the control. Dream is dead. He's going to get on the Terrorblade down to 50. Zayats will get himself back up to the high ground. Crystallize also picks out FNG. There's 4 dead on Gambit. It's only GPK left alive. He's trying to chase Zayats. Zayats turns, gets the Thunderstruck up the Sunray. The chase passions him with the dive. Another phase shift. Can GPK play his way out of this? The orb's out. Will be able to join out with the burn. Pasha burns him out. Gambit gets and tree lines and get his full toolkit out. I like it. 28 minutes in, 20-21, 1K lead for Navi mid lane.
He's burning.
Burning indeed. As FNG starting to fall off a little.
Rulings now.
I don't know, Shash's going to be able to get out of this.
He's going to try to wave a tower as soon as it falls. Let's see. Does he get it? He doesn't, but they're going to be able to get him anyway.
No escape for Shash, though. He is trapped. Does have some greater fairy fires if he wants to burn through them, but he's going to save them for a situation where...
Play. Do they have anything to break coil besides the goofy Ags?
I was going to say maybe it's now time. You look at the game, there's only one way.
So we'll see. I think it's all about how the fight gets approached and who's got the better angle of it in this one.
Here we go. Coil. Down onto the two of them.
It's an Axe coil too.
Navi are very ready to fight though. If Gambit try and take this, Dream's going to look to step forward. Supernova's going to be popped out already with the Sunray. Beaming out across the all sides. Get the Static Storm out, but Dream's in position with the BKB. Start to punch them. It's not enough. The Supernova Stunner holds back the aggression of the Terrorblade for now. Gambit will still continue to try and chase. Shards are out. They'll block off the exit. Straight away, Crystallize, he goes for the TP away, but they've got the Yule Saber. Cancel the TP. Passage tries to go back into Saber, but the Snowball Blade from Vampire catches them out, and Gambit is their fight to take this.
Nice Dream Coil in the backlines too. The egg gets forced really far away. It was not in the midst of the fight at all, so the stun actually only clipped like one or two of the heroes. Yep. And the Static Storm completely whiffed as far as I saw it.
And now they're losing buildings. This is the power of the Terrorblade lineup. You lose a fight even without the meta. He's got good farm now to beat through. That's 2 sets of racks at least. They're not done. There's 30 seconds without a Bloodseeker, without a Magnus. It's going to be at least Mega Creeps and maybe even game over.
I think it's just game over actually, yeah. Wow, and look at they're all tipping Zayats too. His Static Storm did not catch in time to be able to stop anything with that Aghanim.
He had to throw it out. He was falling down. He got it out, but he didn't manage to really get anything with it. The pressure was on for him.
I mean, GPK just got like such a perfect Dream Coil.
They use them again. There's another Static Storm. Do they have the damage? In fact, yes, they do. They do. Sunray. It all adds up. They will kill off GPK.
Navi, they're trying to sneak this one here. There's no puck for 10.
Doing it pretty quick, but Shashlo, he knows. They're heading in. The promise for his pop. Can Navi get away with it? They're trying to finish off the pit. Vampire's in. BKB pop with the snowball. They get it. Vampire gets the kill, and he gets the Aegis. Both of them going to Gambit. The Aegis will be popped immediately, but Navi, they put their BKBs in an attempt to get it now. GPK is in with a 3-man Dream Coil. Jumps forward, he's got the vision on the high ground. Magical tries to go in with the RP, but Vampire's still there on the front. Pasha is dead. He's gone for 2 minutes. No buyback on the Phoenix, and they're going to continue to roll over even more. Gambit find Crystallize, they find Magical. There seems to be no hope for Navi here in this fight, and with that, you would imagine it's all over, and it is. GG is called as Gambit will take this game one. A bit of a back and forth.
Bit of a back and forth one.
They had a good lead at the start. We saw Gambit like an 8k advantage, and then Navi with that spectacular showing around the pit were able to swing it. Oh, you're right.
That's it.
You're right. He does have the double pounces, which are good fun. I talked about good fun. Navi, final pick. It's going to be involved.
He is playing that pressure lane with the Venomancer. Let's see if Drow Ranger and Venge can actually deal with this hero. As FNG.
Yeah, this is not a fun place.
You're dead.
This is not a fun place for Gambit.
Deny? He gets it.
Oh, okay. All right, Dream. Very nice.
And that's
very nice.
That's the first reveal of the Jakiro as well, where he was. All right.
Oh, very nice of them for Dream.
Tower's taking a beating already. Tower's already going to go down very early on.
That is true.
They're already looking to go again. If they're able
to keep this sort of pressure, you're right.
The tower switched to Pasha. He actually dies because of it. What? I think he might have
There was a whole creep wave with him. Was he the body blocks to make sure the Crystallize cannot commit with the pounce?
Yep, and he got the side pull off as well. Seeing GPK have an excellent time in that mid lane as he's even able to find himself a regen rune. TPs keeps the regen.
Top lane, again, another deny from Dream. Very, very nicely done.
Zayat is still sitting here.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, but Courier Snipe coming into play here.
Strum's done. Is he's just looking to get involved and fighting, or is he sort of continue to AFK farm?
He can get involved a bit, but he doesn't want to like go just constantly searching. He still wants to be able to get, at least from what I've seen, he wants to get the defusal. As they'll find Zayat very easily with the damage coming in from these two. And they're even giving them a tip. FNG got some stick charges. He's hurting.
They've got the backup from Excess Vampires. Made the move up towards this top lane. Dream gets the double. So Gambit continuing to handle themselves very nicely on this top half of the map against the aggression of Navi. Not only just...
Does he get lucky? Oh. If you get a bounty there with his bottle.
Oh yeah, if you're a bottle carrier, the bounty rune is an absolute dream. Top lane, another shot off. Pasha trapped in as Dream is able to pick him off with the help of FNG and XS Vampire. More glory for this top lane of Gambit. It already begins to feel, even though it's, net worth is very close, this half of the map has definitely not gone to plan for Navi.
Another courier too. Crystallize has lost his. You can see that gold. It does stagnate pretty heavily. Just there's no constant gold when you do lose your courier. So 29.55. He's not really getting that natural GPM that's built in.
For some action. Shasha, he's going to sprout himself, try and walk away. Magical's there with a chase, and they will be able to catch him out. It's nice look.
Did they get another? Oh, they got a mango tree.
Oh, and the jelly.
And the jelly. Oh, he got both? Oh, that is... I mean, that's a dream for Storm Spirit.
Yeah.
Both of those items are amazing on him. The tornado?
They get the combo with the ice bar. GPK is going to have half of his mana burnt out. They're holding him in place. Will finally be able to zip out. He's not got much mana left, so has to go back towards the tower. TP in from Shashlo. We'll see if they can get anything. Pops down the sprout, maybe seeing if there's anyone hidden in the trees, but Zayats is already out of there. Headed south for the rest of Navi.
Is coming out for the Storm Spirit. Honestly, he gets triple mango picked up there from that first initial mango tree. I mean, that's amazing. And he's got his royal jelly already going. It couldn't ask for better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, GPK is always going to just keep those mangoes in stock so he can come back in plays. And talk about come back in plays, Navi, they come straight back over to the jungle. Oh. Still catch FNG hanging about.
Do they find the mango tree soon? Overall.
I mean, if you play with the mangoes, I feel like, yeah, the mangoes, effectively, it really is just going to give you that ridiculous amount of uptime and mana. You're never going to run out.
Yeah, Arcane Ring is probably actually just arguably better, but whatever. It's either way. It's a good one for him.
Now, Crystallize, getting involved himself.
Very nice.
He's managed to head in over on the map, get the pick off with the Alpha Magical. We'll see GPK coming with the return play. Zips forward, does catch out the Invoker, so Magical will...
So nice, actually. 8 intelligence, 75 restore. Good item.
One lane.
Crystallize.
Shashlo's been found as Crystallize returns to safe space. There's Shashlo there, waiting for him. And Crystallize is more than happy to see this Prophet out on his own. Swaps there from FNG. Keeps him safe though. Crystallize won't quite be able to find the kill. So turns his attention now over towards the Venge, but GPK's in with the backup, but Crystallize gets punished. With the play, FNG swaps back Zayats underneath the tower. They're even looking for more. GPK's able to zip across, get Ilias, heads back over. He's going to be able to pick up the triple. GPK him out with the wave of Terror. Zayats is already well and truly out of there. He's going to show himself a little bit greedy there. He wants to try and slow down the wave. That will cost him his life. And I don't know, is that necessarily worth it? Just a little bit of damage. RV pretty much entirely at this point of the game, so... I mean, who wants to tank up with that? Maybe the Venge or the Prophet? Who's getting that short?
Prophet is pretty good with that too. The spell damage does come into play. Not sure. They definitely have a lot of options to be able to give it to us. Oh! Nice fissure. The tornado off the mark with that cold snap, but...
They've got the chase. They got it. With the drums, they'll be able to get round and get on top of FNG, so Crystallize.
Their ward. Now he knows exactly where they are. Checks out that Roche pit, and he's gonna get surrounded on. So FNG, he's going for this. He dewards the Sentry Ward before he does go down.
A lot of space, and a lot of information for Gambit. As Navi, they're not going to be too happy with just finding a Venge with that play. They wanted more.
Yeah, I mean that's usually the ideal that happens for you if you're Gambit, like to stick on targets.
So here we go, Vlad's done on FNG.
Ooh. Vampire.
See what they can catch here. Sprout out for the vision. Ilias, he's hiding in the trees.
Dust was a bit late.
Now the backlash foul. Vampire's in. He's managed to get the opening stun onto Crystallize. They've dragged back Zayats. Zayats will be the focus first. Ilias trying to lay down the macro player and the ice path. They're in as well with the Nova from Pasha.
They're burning.
See if there's enough damage. They are ticking them down. Dream has to escape. GPK with the last bit of mana will look to get away. Dream will be left behind. He turns with a silence, but he cannot get out of this as Navi will be able to take down the 3 of them. And only losing the tree for that one. Tornado, it's on point from Magical as he got the follow-up. GPK able to zip away.
One mid. I saw Hex queued up on the Invoker, by the way. So, wanting that instant disable.
He's switching away from the BKB and opting to go more aggressive.
Wanting to get that instant disable versus the Storm Spirit as he doesn't have a way to protect himself.
But they do need it.
Uh-oh, that fissure.
The setup in, they do get the ult up though, Navi. Crystallize, he's going to find possibly Shadow now. The Echo Slam's down. Invoker falling low, Magical is gone. GPK with the remainder of his mana trying to burst down the Kiro. He uses the Yules, but the Ice Bar's going to be there waiting for him on the way back down. He's out of mana. GPK, can he clean up these kills? He's on to Passion, but Crystallize jumps across, cleans up a second. Here. Double kill for Crystallize. Can Dream clean up? He's trying to find the Slark. We'll be able to get him. The fish is out. Cuts down a second. 4 dead on Navi. Ooh. Make that 5. As this time Dream's able to turn up, get in position. Gambit pick apart Navi. As quickly as Navi take a brilliant fight down bottom, they're back to picking a bad one in mid.
They need Slark BKB to be able to just not worry about anything. Not worry about Shaker, not worry about Storm. Or run straight to that drought.
But then Venge says, I got to swap.
Got to do something. That's your supports to control this Venge. Yeah. That's their job there.
Tasha. He's been found. Same time, you see GPK starting to play around with Ilias in the trees. They're not content with just the one. They want to get Ilias.
Be a pretty disastrous situation if they do get caught out here, as FNG is smoked and he's looking.
Oh. Ooh. He may be...
the tree? The one tree?
A little bit of a free kill here. Unless Vampire can keep it safe. Does try and force back FNG. BKB's going to be popped by Crystallize and looks to commit. You see straight away GPK goes for the backlines. Siege tries to scout out the action that's going on there. As Crystallize continues to try and lock down on Vampire. They get both for the support. Spyback's going to come out from Vampire's Gambit. Looks to try and turn. GPK, he's up to the cliff. He's back down. It's going to be able to use some self-defensively. No, in fact, there's Ilias trying to hold him back. GPK is straight back down after Yules. We'll be able to chase down and pick up a second with the help of Dream. Double kill for the Drow. GPK falling low. They lose the Aegis. But of course, getting those Bloodstone charges. So GPK will happily trade for that.
He knows he's there.
Chase. Will stay. Very hidden. Dream just shoving that lane in. Navi are coming across. They are able to find at least FNG to start things off.
Nice Vincere again.
Again gets them away. XS5 are playing 7. Crystallize did commit the BKB for that attempt. They'll try and go in now onto the Vampire. The Shaker's been surrounded. Ice Pop. Macropire down. They've locked down the Shaker. Vampire's gone. That's one down. FNG falls as well. Navi, they're striking back hard. They'll go towards GPK, but GPK with the BKB zips right across. Finds Ilias separated from the rest of the team. Back towards the midst of it all. Crystallize has still got the backup he needs to find Shashlo. 3 kills for Navi. As this time round, Dream was unable to
use the force to save the Venge, so then he can't actually force himself away from when that Slark does get on top of him. So we do see here he gets caught, he gets Yuled up to cancel TP. Sure. Hex is also bought by the Invoker.
All right, they've got to make big plays happen now, Navi. They've gone all in. They are 10k down. It's understandable why they want to take this risk. And they will reveal Crystallize in with the Abyssal. The follow-up Ice Pump. They killed the big one. GPK's down for 90. The chase on for more as FNG with the swap tries to separate Crystallize from the rest of the team. BKB committed by Crystallize. A buyback's going to come out for GPK. He wants to try and turn this. He's coming in with the zip. Can he find the angle? He's still holding on to his mana. He's going to slowly take the advance. Now he sees an opportunity. He got straight and he goes for the Hex. Magical's got about this time. The Ice Bar's there. Crystallizes in. They're on to be brought back for this. GPK gets bashed up. He gets the BKB off in time though. Is able to self-fuels. Will keep himself safe. They've killed off Pasha. Now GPK. He's ready to go to work. He's in. He's looking for that, but he gets the Abyssal Blade. He got caught out. That's a tieback from GPK.
Oh my god. Yep.
He's dead for a long time, and Navi continue to open this game back up.
He extended so far forward to try to go for those kills here. Now Shashlo, Vampire is sitting on the sidelines holding on his Echo Slam, but can't commit forward, and these kills... Oh man, Navi.
I mean, it paid off. We said
it paid off
the
for
risk.
Sure.
You don't have buyback, but you're suddenly turning up with this Hex and this Abyssal Blade, and it's just got you a massive 2 kills. Not only on the Storm Sprayer, but as we're seeing on...
He actually could not really commit too much into it because the Storm just died, like you said. He just got completely controlled. They weren't able to follow up versus these double BKBs popped by Navi. Down to a 3k gold lead. Experience probably in favor of Navi now pretty soon.
Crystallize in. He's in. Abyssal Blade. Bashes out. ZFNG is gone. Dead for 75. No buyback available for him either. As Navi can push on. Onto this tier 3 still. They had to respect the defensive. Magical Dream. Dream turns. Magical's dead.
Oh. Gotta give a little bit more respect to the Drow Ranger there.
You can't forget how big Dream is right now. And Navi, after losing Magical as quickly as they can, that's if GPK can find any extra catches.
He's probably a little bit more careful now this time.
Gotta be wary.
He's now queued up the Lincolns immediately.
He needs it. He needs it.
Needs more ways to protect him.
And Navi's in. Looking for this play before they do try for a rush. If they can get a kill, that could give them the time. And then look at their pan. Dream needs help, and he'll get it. FNG with the swap save. While up Hex is there, number 4 gets Dream out of there. FNG will fall. Shastro's going to turn up to the front lines of the fight. Just goes straight up with the TP and the BKB. Roots out. GPK pulls the BKB. Crystallizes again the bashes though. GPK's got to keep his distance. He heads straight over towards the Venomancer. Fishes out. Locked down onto Pasha, but the living armor's keeping Pasha safe. They'll turn to Shashlo. GPK, can he get back in on this to finish the kill? He will jump back in onto Pasha. Finally, with the help of XX Vampire, they'll get the pick off. Navi only able to find FNG. The multi-shot, look at that range. Will him magical, but...
Split push. Trying to reclaim here some of their outposts. But he might actually just get surrounded on right now as the Hex comes forward.
With the play, see Vampire, can he help him out? Shasha's going to pop the BKB. GPK goes straight to the back lines. He's on top of Pasha. Pasha will fall. They've got the Venom. Venom's down for 80. We'll see if they can turn for next. Dream focuses and sends it towards Crystallize. Crystallize trying to pass away, but he cannot escape.
Oh
the
my God.
is dead. With the BKB popped by GPK, he's on top of Magical. BKB in a Ghost Walk. Have any detection, any catch? The Fisher block. XX Vampire is trying to read it. They don't have any further detection or catch, so Magical.
Big moves coming up for Gambit, and they're starting to approach, what, level 30, at least on the Drow. I mean, 28, he's still got like 12,000 experience or something for it, but a huge situation there for them.
I mean,
Drow is
because didn't Navi need to choose to try and play that aggressive play to defend that outpost?
I'm not sure, right? I think maybe they got caught. That's why I was like, wait, they were fighting top so adamantly.
Vampire's in. He's got the opening Echo Slam onto Magical. Magical ball caught to the BKB in with the help of Ilias. He can't get out of there, but the swap back, FNG brings Magical back into the clutches of the right click of this Dream Drow. He has to buy back.
Sunstrike, looking at him.
And the ones. See if Pasha can get in, drops down the arc, zips onto a couple of them. Shashto with a huge amount of magic resistance, though he really does not care. GPK's back in onto Pasha. Pasha is dead. No buyback on him for 85 seconds. They'll start to zip around, lay the remnants around Ilias as they get the mid-racks.
They're just causing
22k lead now.
They're causing a lot of havoc in the fights, which is allowing Dream to just sit in the back. I mean, he's 13-2-9. He's doing so much damage. They've got a leveler, I think, leveler on the Nature's Prophet, so he's starting to bring down those buildings too quite fast. Navi forced to double buyback.
Be careful. Crystallize. Pop the Shadow Dance. They'll go in, but Dream's BKB again just stands his ground, turns and opens up fire onto Zayat. Now goes for Crystallize. Crystallize BKB surely about to end. He cannot get out. Has to buy back as now Navi pressured behind the racks. Can they really punish Gambit for this shot? So the BKB's back up, holds his ground, sprouts out, trapping up Ilias. Ilias saved by the Glimmer Cape, gets himself away, but a second Rax will look to go down as Dream beats upon it. The Treants as well are out there helping out. As a second Rax goes, Magical, BKB pop, Shashlo just causing such an issue. There's the Molotov shot, cutting down Magical. He has to sneak away with the Ghost Walk. Will escape. FNG buybacks from Navi.
Look at Drow's damage. My God, dude. He's able to just keep himself in the back every time.
He just sits back and presses E.
They have so many different ways to protect. Pushing in makes your game a hell of a lot easier. And they're all picking up massive items now as they got that huge gold accrued.
Look at Pasha. Pasha locked out by the Fisher. Gambit.
They're breaking Lincolns. But it's got like a 5-second cooldown, you know, because it's a 40% cooldown reduction Drow. So Lincoln's is back up on the Drow, of course.
Ilias. We'll get back up to the high ground there with that full staff play. BKB on cooldown for a little bit. Shashlo on the side. They found Zayas, the tree, hiding in the trees. He gets the ult out. Down the Nova. Jumping for Crystallite. They're picking off FNG. FNG is gone. He'll now get himself on top of Dream. Can he do the damage? GPK is going to be there by the side of Dream's helping out. GPK the text out. The silence of Crystallite. The Echo Slam as well. Crystallite is dead. They're dying left, right, and center on Navi. This one is over and done with. GG well played is called. And Gambit will close up the second game, taking both of the games here in the series 2-0 for Gambit.
Again, in this one, they looked like they had a fighting chance again for some time, but overall Gambit, as soon as they started